time to start getting ready for dinner. We're going to have chili tonight. Alright. So I've got about a pound of hamburger sitting up in here, and I'm kind of funny about my hamburger. I don't like that 70% stuff, all the fat going into you. I'm a wannabe health nut, even though I got a gut. But anyways, I've got 90% here, and then I've got about half of a big yellow onion and a full clove of garlic. Gotta have that garlic. I used to hate garlic, incidentally. My first wife was from Czechoslovakia, and everything that woman had was with garlic. It was horrible. I swear she put it in her Wheaties. You smell our apartment from miles away. Actually, just buildings, but it seemed like it was miles. It was nasty. Okay, anyways, got that going. And we're going to go ahead and get the other big pot out and start putting the beans in. Okay, and I have a little confession. I don't have everything I need to make my chili. And you know what? Who cares? I got red beans, I got some black beans, I got some chickpeas, those are my favorite, and some more light kidney beans. And I'm going to put them in there. What I'm going to do is go ahead and open up this black beans with my new can opener that I'm very aggravated with, because it took them 3 times to send me the right thing off of eBay, and then when they did, I got a piece of crap. I bought one of these. Actually, I didn't buy it. A friend of mine gave me one of these years ago, and it was awesome. I wish I could find another one, because for one, it didn't make all this noise, and it would already be done opening this right now. But it is what it is. I guess for $5 I got what I paid for, so I'll just have to keep an eye out. Yeah, so I got the can open. I had to tear it open because it didn't open it all the way like it was supposed to. Throwing that in the trash. Now I just want to point something out to you guys. You don't necessarily have to use, I'm sure you already know this, use kidney beans in your chili. If you just simply take your black beans or whatever kind of beans it is that you have that may have been prepared in something else, just put it in the collar and just rinse them off. And you got a bean. And now we'll try this silly thing on this chickpeas too. I'm so aggravated about this, man. You know, they were really cool. They sent out like 3 different things. I got 3 different things from the company that sent me this. And this was the 3rd one. First 2 times was some kind of credit card holder that they got messed up. You see how this thing just kind of stalls out? The one I had would just whizzed all the way around it and been done, you know? I missed that. And see, it's not really open. See, the other one, I wouldn't even be able to pick it up. I've got to pull this thing back. Oh, jeez. Hold on a second. You'll be able to see me. Oh, yeah, and there we go. Hi, how you doing? And let's see here. Kind of hard to hold this phone. I've got a SJ4000, and for some reason or another, it's good quality and all that good stuff, but I can't see what I'm doing with it. There we go. So I'm going to do the same thing I was doing just a moment ago. I'm going to actually save these so I can make a passive heater and show the kids how to do that. We're going to do that along with some a solar oven here before long. I want the kids to know how to do this stuff. Anyways, just rinse all this stuff off. You would normally do with your regular beans. Put it in there with the black beans. Because black beans you can't even tell now, see? This is really dark. Goes in there. Once you want, mix this up a little. Woo! Mix this up a little bit. And I do, you know, some people like to just cook the hamburger by itself. I like to season it and have the onions and the garlic going in it at the same time. Because honestly, I don't want to wait around till this is done sitting in the pot. I'd rather just get it done with this. That way, if I wanted to, I could just go right out and start eating this as soon as it's done. This is where me and my fiance differ. When it comes to the hamburger that I put in anything that's going to be in like a stewish type situation, like chili, what I like to do is I like to really brown it almost to the point of being tough. And the reason being is I feel like it seals in the taste of the seasonings and whatever else you were cooking it with. And then when it starts cooking, in with whatever else it is that you're cooking it with, i.e. the chili, okay, it starts to come out and it tastes better. Okay, that's my personal theory on this. So I always turn up the heat all the way to high, and then I'll flip it 2 or 3 good times, making sure it's got almost that, not quite crunchy, because we don't want to completely overcook it, but just a little overcooked. Okay, we'll go over the ingredients. Now, we used 1 can of tomato paste, the small one. And what is that? That's 6 ounces. Okay. Now, with this, I wanna caution you. Strain off the water. I like 1 can of the small tomatoes is 10 ounce with the green chilies. I strain it off. If you don't, you have anybody that's sensitive to spicy foods, it's going to be way too much for them. I'm turning the heat down and off on the frying pan right now. We're going to go ahead and flip it. Outside of that, we used 1 can. And this is something I like to use as well for pretty much about anything when I make my sauces for spaghetti and all that. I like the Italian diced tomatoes. I strain those off too, but it actually comes out nice. Now, I'm kind of conflicted on the lids on these. It has the pull type lid, and you know, in a grid down situation, I think these are great, but I don't know if they wouldn't eventually leak quicker. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments, please. But I do have a bunch of those that I've stored back. As far as the chili powder goes, I'm not going to tell you how much to put in there. And the reason being is I don't put much in it. Not because I don't like the chili powder, but because I have kids. Okay? For some reason, these kids today are just friggin' weird. They won't eat hardly nothing. You have to fight them to do it. And then you have to, I don't know, sweeten it up for them. Everything's about the sugar. So this is now ready to go in the pot, and I have to put you down to do that. Okay, and I went ahead and added everything. Now, I have a basic rule that I use with the chili, and that's for every can of beans, I'll add 1 full cup of water, plus 1 cup beyond however many cups of water it was I used. So I put approximately 5 cups of water in this. Now we have 3, let me see, I'll take it back. We have 2 cans of red beans. And I'm wrong. We have 3 cans of red beans, 1 can of black beans that were washed, and 1 can of chickpeas that were washed. Okay, and they're all put in here. Then there's also 1 can of, how many ounces is this? 14.5 ounces of the diced Italian tomatoes. And then there is a 10 ounce of the diced with green chilies. And again, this was strained off. And then one of these 6 ounce things of tomato paste. Okay, I like a lot of tomato paste because I like a lot of the tomatoey flavors. Some people don't, but I'm going to limit it to 1. I would normally do 2, but I find that some people, when I fix it, don't really like it. So that's all right. I'll just do this. We'll take a look at the coloration. If it affects it, then I'll put more in. But I like to stir it up a little bit, get my heat going. How can I do that? Okay. Turn my heat back up. Get her stirred up. Now at this point you would want to go ahead and add your seasonings, whatever seasonings you're going to use. I like to add green bell peppers and any kind of oddball thing like that, but green bell peppers, red bell peppers, stuff like that. But weird kids, man, they won't eat it. So it's green, it's got to be nasty. It looks like a Smurf burger. But anyways, that's that. So this is cooking, and I'm going to let this go for probably about, realistically, about 15 minutes. I'm going to boil it let it boil, and then I'm going to put it on the back burner back there on just barely warm for probably about a good hour. And then dinner will be ready. And there we go.